Somebody call a doctor because Bad Medicine's back! Over there's Diamond Dave Damone. This is the Appleton Oak. That's the answer.
Hey.
I'm Mason Quinn. Folks, today we are diving into Shogun. This is Season 1, Episode 1. This is highly recommended. It has a ton of hype. However, I don't know what I'm in for. I just know that I'm very excited to check this one out. FX never seems to miss.
I've seen like some ads, no idea what to expect, but definitely ready, willing, and able to dive right into this.
I would say this is probably one of the most highly recommended TV series, at least like new TV series that's out like right now-ish, that we've had in a long time. I'm super excited. I love this genre as a whole, if it is what I think it is, so I'm pumped.
Don't know anything about it. Looking forward to seeing what this is all about. Hopefully it's a great journey. Let's go!
Ooh, run aground.
Captain, I was unable to take any celestial declinations due to...
The clouds.
Yes, the clouds. However, white sand by the Mark 10. 10 fathoms. White sand in the tallow.
You see what you want.
Ooh.
We'll make land.
I'm telling English pilots, you never know when to give up.
We'll reach the Japans.
Japans, listen to yourself. That is the scurvy talking.
Dark land. Then it's back to Holland. Rich, having gone round the world.
No pilot. Not me. 5 ships when we began. A crew of over 500. We are now barely a single vessel.
Oh, wow.
At my age, draw your line.
Is he eyeing up his
That would be a
piece?
coward's way out.
Yep, I guess he is.
Pilot, there's nothing to fear. It's a blessed release. It's like only a soft wind in your face. Can you feel it? That is the breath of the Almighty. He's calling us. Listen. He's calling us home.
Just waiting for that gunshot.
There it is. Oh, there's the rickety old boat.
Is anybody going to be left is the question.
I'm thinking just the pilot, probably, who's now, I would assume, the captain.
Oh, they got their soldiers on this quick.
Grappling hooks.
Quinn is happy to see his grappling hooks.
Quinn's all excited about his grappling hooks. So versatile.
Oh, what's this going to look like? Ooh, that guy's looking rough.
Ugh.
Can't imagine he'd have much energy to be doing much fighting.
Oh. Oh, boy.
And a lot of cannonballs.
Yeah.
That was the intro. Nice.
That was a hell of an opener.
Oh.
Oh.
This guy's trained Falcon there.
Good work. Xerxes. His name is Xerxes.
素晴らしいございまする。
誠に
That's Scorpion.
Our guy.
相手は敵がすぐそばにおることすら気づきません。マイルとするか。
Shall we go?
We shall. Whoa.
大坂城に用を置いてくださりました。虎長様のお屋敷まで護衛するよう石堂様より申し使っております。
虎長が誠に来るとは驚きも。
Ooh.
賢者は己の才を悟るものじゃ。
So these are going to be all the warring samurai.
して。
大坂はどうも好きになる。クソダメでござる。
しからば早々に肩をつけ帰るとしよう。
It's almost like a prequel to John Wick 4.
Early prequel.
己が勢力を伸ばすのを殿下はきつく戒めておられた。
勢力を伸ばす。
縁談を取りまとめたではないか。
それによりお主の領地は倍増したではござらぬか。
ご心配とあらば重ねて申し上げまする。それがしは関東の領主で満足。
Oh, what's that all about?
落ち葉の方様の妹君は具足の嫁。お産を控えた妹君を。
大坂での近江の無事を担保すべく人質になされるおつもりか。
乱世は終わりを告げ申した石堂殿。
Oh, that guy's ready to.
この城の人質でないのと同様、落ち葉の方様も江戸の人質などではござりません。
Bro's not having it.
なんとお世になられるか。
我ら5人が未だいがみ合うておる様に苦笑いなさっているに違いございません。その日をそれがしも心待ちにしておりまする。かような表情を疲れ果てます。
Straightforward about it.
落ち葉の方様をお返しいただくことは大老評議においてすでに決しており、従わぬのなら。八重長様をないがしろにする逆賊をあぶり出す時が来た。生まれの貴船は侵釈いたさぬ。
These guys are just trembling. Oh boy.
我が殿は万事につけ法令に準じておられます。ような根も葉もない疑惑で逆賊扱いなさるのは。
Oh boy.
よし控えよ。
That guy is ready to roll. He's hot.
殿に対するあまりの非礼につい。
非礼？石堂殿がいつ非礼なことを申された。
切腹をお命じくださりませ。我が一族老頭。
That's kind of where I thought it was going.
おいえ断絶のご沙汰を。
Jeez, that's a little serious.
7日以内に落ち葉の方様を江戸から解き放たれよ。その後、評決においてお主の処遇を決める。よいな。
I thought by the what is done, he's going to take him out.
Yeah.
落ち葉の方様が戻られ次第、彼らは憑依の上、殿を亡き者にする腹に相違ございません。
すまんな、広松。今戦えば4対1。負けは出場。
Yeah, that's true.
よってわしの代わりに網代へ向かってもらいたい。
いつ殺されるかわからぬかような折に、拙者に大坂を出て、異国の船を見聞してまいれと。
すぐに出立してくれ。
Oh, but there was some firepower on that ship.
我が命を狙う官僚側につけばよかったもの。
幾度かように思うたことか。
I'd say some cannons and some cannonballs might even the battle 4-on-1 a little bit.
Well, I don't think we really know what the four armies have and don't have, but certainly if there's some.
おじいが見分なさるまで隅には下ろさんように。
藪重様が
大急ぎで文を送ったのでな。おじいはすぐにご覧になりたいそうじゃ。
Well, the one army getting some boom booms.
I could help out. Get the scurvy off board.
Can you tell what they are? Are they Cathay?
It's what I've been telling you. They're Japanese. Don't all thank your good fortune at once. We've reached it. Portugal's secret empire.
All I know is we had Spanish ships to the south and north of us out of Santa Maria.
And this pilot got us through. We can still negotiate. We have goods to trade. We've endured pestilence, known starvation. We've chewed the calf skin, covers the ropes. We should be corpses by now. But here we are, 12 shit-smelling Protestant scoundrels on a mission against a savage horde. And the entire goddamn motherless, shit-picking Portuguese fleet.
Aye, aye.
Now, I'd say our chances are fair. This is not where we die.
度が過ぎておるぞ。
お下がりなされませ。
殿の命じゃ。その子を引き渡せ。
お断りいたします。
Wow.
親方様のおためじゃ。そしてわしはそなたの夫じゃ。
そして藤殿は武君の誉れ高い。 かの戸田広松様の孫娘、その嫁ぎ先である宇佐美家が今日この日終わるのでございます。忠義様の短慮のせいで。お気の毒ですが、忠義様の仰せの通りでございます。ようわかりまする。私も同じ思いをいたしました。
This is so messed up.
殿の生きよとご命じになった藤殿の生きる意味とはございませんか。最後にこの子を抱くのは母の手に。
Oh my god.
そなたの父上、
Bad guy vibes from this dude.
そなたの父が亡くなった時でさえこの機を逃してはならぬ。そなたにふさわしい領地をくださるのは藪重殿を置いて他にはない。
上がってこい。
腰抜けども、伊豆のご領主柏木藪重様がお目通りくださるのじゃ。とっとと上がってまいれ。
Hello there. My name is John Blackthorne, and I would very much like to speak to you.
一人のごらず上がってこい。
If it's agreeable, I will come up alone.
今じゃ。
はい。
You fucking savages. And speak for my men. You keep hold of him, in case I don't come back. Bastards.
I mean, this time how would they understand each other?
We are merchants. I request we be released to the safety of our ship. We mean you no harm.
村地、お前はキリシタンだったな。ポルトガル語は
ほとんど話せませんね。
おとなしくするよ伝えよ。
大見様、say, be good.
I ask for my men to be freed.
Not possible.
I beg you, in the name of decency.
Please.
Tell this foxy little bastard I've pissed on his whole damn country.
I think he understood that.
Maybe not word for word, but
Well,
they got the visual.
yeah, he got the visual.
Yeah.
Oh.
Boy.
Hopefully he's hydrated.
You know, given their current physical condition and everything, you'd think they would try to be a little bit more agreeable.
It's got to be happy. At least it's raining.
Right?
You have to watch what's happening.
なぜこの方は囚人として捕らえられているのか。
大見様、どうかお忘れにならなかして。
Oh!
What the hell?
Just to let you know we're serious.
Holy shit.
のじみはどこじゃ。この村ようこそおいでました。藪重様。こやつかおらんのか。Kashige Yabushige, I have to know who you are and how you came to this land.
Who are you?
A servant of God.
Your God. First make that distinction, you papist prick.
待てれ。この偉人はなぜお前に腹を立てておるのじゃ。こいつは悪魔。人殺し。
Oh.
My name is John Blackthorne. I'm English, pilot of the Erasmus, a Dutch merchant vessel. We were blown off course 2 months ago.
Lords, that is a Dutch privateer, and you're a pirate. Come to war on a peaceful Portuguese settlement. 待てれ。約束か。とても悪い男。
Oh, jeez.
とポルトガル殺しに来ました。
Getting buried.
You've told them Portugal's the only flag in Europe, which means I am the first English sailor to reach your Catholic treasury, and you have no intention of translating my words. I beg your king for parley. I humbly ask for safe passage.
船と積み荷をすべて召し上げると伝えよ。Yabushige sama says your heretic ship now belongs to him. You will soon be executed, as will your men.
Whoa.
こやつをいずこかの屋敷で風呂に入れよ。殿、海賊は死なねべなれべせん。こやつが海賊だという証でもあるのか？あ？ 勇気が美足しました。
バテレンの誰事に付き合うてる暇。
でなればなりません。
よかろう。されどこやつの代わりに一人選べ。わしのやり方でよいんだ。
Whoa. One of the other crew?
Well, I'm sorry, Father. We'll be all over this continent soon. Go back in your sty. Pick up your arms.
Wow, John's story's intense.
Wow, Jesus.
八重千代様、手習いに遅れてしまいまするぞ。心得ておられると存じますが。
ご機嫌うるわしゅう大王院様。八重千代は弓の稽古。
この虎長、命にかけて八重千代様をお守りいたしまする。
そなたにあの者を止める術があればよいのじゃが、あの者が恐れておるのは吉井虎長という名ではなく、そなたの血筋、そなたに流れている箕輪らの血を恐れておるのじゃ。
Bloodline.
拙者には関わりござりません。
ご気性のまっすぐなお方。されど今、日の元に入りようなのはさような方ではござりません。
Now is not the time for good men.
かねてより申し上げております通り、拙者は将軍の地位など望んでおりません。そのような身分、血生臭い昔の残傷に過ぎません。
Surprised the WWE hasn't used that for the Attitude Era yet. Bygone era.
やられて信行様は虎長殿と八重千代のようじゃ。そなたがいなくなってしもうたら、あの子はどうなるというのじゃ。
Getting everything they can off this shit.
Which just makes sense.
Oh boy.
Oh,
what
no.
are they doing to him?
Boiling oil?
Oh my God.
Look at the fear in him.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, it's not even that hot yet. It's starting to heat up.
Oh man.
Oh,
man.
Oh, his face was coming off.
Oh,
he's trying to end it.
Yeah.
お使いでき光栄に存じまする。私の務めは殿にお喜びいただくこと。
何をみだらな目で見てる。
Jeez. After what we just saw, then they go throwing a kind of line like that.
Mm-hmm.
何をしておるのじゃ。
Yeah, that's exactly what.
I'm just gonna throw this next in the pot.
He's like sitting there like, I'm not doing anything.
So that's his thing.
He likes to watch. We don't judge here at Bad Medicine. We never have. We pride ourselves on being open-minded.
I don't remember you saying that during Saltburn at all.
That's exactly what I said. I said, oh, maybe it's a cultural thing. Remember? During the bathwater, let's not judge. It's exactly what I said.
Trying to forget.
Oh, it's a nice haircut.
So you got any more of that stuff? Could go for a lot more. Oh, look at all the scars.
Good morning.
Where are my boots?
Gotta get him some clean clothes too, I'm guessing.
My boots.
こと切れるまでには随分かかったな。他のどのキリシタンのもよりも仕事があった。一首読め。あの男の歌。
Like off the top of my head?
Yeah, or do they have them like pre-loaded, pre-ready to go?
Heard a man screaming last night. Sounded as though he was in terrible pain. This is very tight. Very much like to speak to your leader again. With the swords, the man with the swords.
叔父上、 恐れながら万人の船のことは虎長様にお伝えいたさぬのでございます。
虎長様は大坂に囚われておられる。天下狂気の沙汰だとわしは申し上げたのに赴かれたのじゃ。死人に先々の話をして何とする。
船が到着いたしました。
Wait, another one? Oh, boy. That one looks in a little bit better shape.
Yeah.
A little bit.
色松殿、我が領分へようおいでくださった。
藪重殿は江戸にて控えるよう我が殿から申し付けられているはず。
南蛮船とその船乗りらを拿捕したとの知らせを受け、ここにいることこそ寛容と思うた次第。
大筒はどこじゃ。あの船には異国の船乗りに加え日の本の外交を統括する殿が船と積み荷一切すべて押収するよいな。
Just like that.
広松殿、この伊豆は我が貸木家家中でござる。
これは失礼いたした。その方は我が殿に忠義を尽くすものとばかり思い込んでおったゆえ。
I don't know if that president's gonna. Oh boy.
召し上げるまでもなく虎長様の。
Oh no, he is not happy.
その他の寛容な心がけ、殿も喜ばれよ。
No.
The cannons.
You look at me. You murder prisoners without a trial.
おやつか。
広松様。
Hey, visiting bastards! Kinjiro! Is he the pilot? Anjinka! Hiromatsu-sama. Rodrigo-sama, こいつの面倒を見るね。一杯飲ませて、頭を拭いたば。Bow to the bastard sama if you want to live. The money's like a king here. And tell him Goyosha. Goyosha. Goyosha kodasare. Goyosha kodasare. To all the shit-eating samas, huh? Come. Southwest. Oh, they'll send you teach up. My God, you are a pilot. And English, too. Fuck me. Listen, sir. Oh, Samurai-sama! Anjin no nakama wa?
God, what else?
一人は処刑された。
Who's the mayor in the Dark Knight?
残りは藪重様の捕虜となっておる。
Oh wow.
Where are we going?
Osaka, big city. Great Lord Yoshi Toranaga wants to meet you.
What does he want with me?
Play with your balls, maybe. How should I know? But he's a powerful sword, so I might let him.
Let him.
Let him.
Any chance of me boarding my ship, Rodriguez?
Yeah, just as soon as you lick my jib.
Jib.
わざわざ囚われの身となるために大高へ出向くとは面白うございませんな。
Look at that grappling.
That's pretty impressive.
These people are godless savages.
Or maybe they just don't give a shit. What do you think? Young, scheming little pirate. Even we have a long night ahead of us, I think I shall allow you the honor of taking this watch.
Kind of you to trust me.
Well, why not? You are a pilot, not a godless savage.
Aye.
Aye.
Slap, slap.
Whoa.
Oh,
man.
boy. Well, he's set by sunset.
Hard pass. God, I could not be out on a.
To turn ourselves into the world! Where are your cojones, eh? Where they should be, by God, and where I'd like them to stay!
Oh, yeah, you gotta go into the waves.
Get into row! Can you swim? Don't you? Never learn! Get into row quickly, right?
Well, good point, I guess.
Yeah, it is.
Maybe not a good point, but...
Oh, he got him. He caught him.
What are you still doing up here, you pirate dicks? I'm just trying to insult the Portuguese.
This is where he's going to prove his worth to everyone.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta go into the waves. Oh, not sideways.
Yeah, dude just went overboard.
No way. He's going to make this?
Well, I mean, it... What was that? Even he's getting into it.
Yeah. Oh, he's got to take the rudder.
Oh,
And
shit.
away
You gotta
we
turn
go.
into that thing.
Yep. Barely an inconvenience.
Barely an inconvenience.
Barely.
What's on that?
Rodrigo-sama, your pilot is somewhere. For all we know, he could still be breathing.
Not on.
I don't care what sort of savage or bitch. We don't leave a man behind.
指導松殿、あのスペインを探すことには道理がございます。あの男は優秀なダッシュであるゆえ。
お主が連れて行け。急げ。
はっ、来い。
Take him the little side bow.
Yeah.
Oh.
That is some aggressive terrain.
A little bit.
Oh, there he is.
Oh.
We're back on Shutter Island.
Jesus.
Oh, he moved.
I'll bring him up.
Hey, easy, Chief.
Right by a cliff here.
You can't turn down a challenge in front of your men, can you? Go on, Savage. Maybe the fall will kill you before you drown.
He sounds so much like General Maximus. Just, I can't get it out of my head.
拙者にお任せくださいませ。こやつの権田がわからぬか。こやつはわしがしくじるところが見たいのじゃ。わしを試しておるで。浅はかなやつよ。自分では分かっておらぬようじゃが。
Is that rope going to be long enough?
Can we tie it off to a tree or something?
Yeah, instead of...
This guy's just holding it?
It's not like they got, like, you know, like spikes in their shoes to really dig in either. And he could very easily just go behind the one guy and push them both in.
Ooh, I don't like the way it's on that rock. Ooh. Oh.
Sorry about your sack of shit, Lord.
船から縄をもっと持ってこい。
Well, looks everything
He
appears to be
is
working.
gonna be pissed.
息があるぞ。間もなく縄が届きます。
Yeah, they gotta get him out of there before the tide comes up.
Oh.
Oh, no.
He's gonna jump. He's gonna jump and help him.
He's gonna jump in.
No.
何かにお使わりくださいませ。
Thanks for the help there, pal. Grab onto something.
Because they ain't gonna be back in time with rope.
Nope.
Not if he's got to run all the way to the ship and back.
Oh, he's thinking about jumping.
Yeah, he is. He's gonna do it.
What the hell is he doing?
No.
He doesn't want to drown?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I was wondering if he was going to do it like right when it hit him too.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ah, he's got power. Oh, so he thinks.
Wow.
I thought he was going to jump off the cliff into the water.
It looked like that's what he was looking at. Like, you know, I could probably, if I jump out far enough, I'd be all right.
Yeah, you just don't know.
その偉人、そなたの報ずるデウスの道を嫌っておるようじゃ。そなたの神への忠誠と、わしへの忠義の心は相反するものであるか。
私がただのキリシタンであれば、されど、人の心は一面ではございませんのゆえ。
宿命が我らを結びつけたのじゃ。そなたとわしと、そして潮目を変えるやもしれぬ。その偉人とも。
My leg is on fire, my head is bursting, and my pishpot's full. Make a foul nursing list. That man was going to kill himself up on that cliff. He risked his life to save you. And then when he was done for in those waves, he didn't fight. Could have tried, but he just turned and drew his blade. He chose his death. What better end can a man hope for? Will I die here? Likely. I found this on your ship. It's right there. It was stolen off a Spanish sailor, I imagine. You must have found your way through. Your orders: plunder any Spanish territory, reach the Japans, open trade in the New World. Which is why I'm warning you. Is go to the Portuguese as soon as I arrive.
Oh.
Easy, John.
The one who schemes in the open, or the one you never see?
I was kind of hoping we did this already and we wouldn't have to see it.
No way.
There's a saying out here that every man has 3 hearts. One in his mouth for the world to know. Another in his chest, just for his friends. And a secret heart, buried deep where no one can find it. That is a heart a man must keep hidden if he wants to survive.
When did he get him tied behind his back?
You'll understand soon, English. And who knows? Maybe fate brought you here for a reason.
Look at that setup.
Wow.
It's like the 3-layered walls. Reminds me of Ba Sing Se, doesn't it?
Well.
Yeah, the outer, middle, and inner. Ba Sing Se.
Avatar, Dave. Diamond Dave didn't watch.
I know. He's learning.
Do whatever you can to survive.
Oh, what was that, like 15 minutes? Give me a break.
Wow.
On the novel.
That was way too short. Okay, FX, you did it again. I'm all in. I could sit and watch this entire series in one day, and it wouldn't even be a problem. This was incredible. The casting is absolutely awesome. I don't recall the actor who's playing John. I don't recognize him from anything. I don't know if this is a new role for him. Cosmo Jarvis. He's brand new, but he's crushing it. He sounds like Russell Crowe in Gladiator, and the story he's able to tell with his face and his eyes just in this first episode has been incredible. We have multiple storylines going on with these different, I guess I'll just call them families for lack of a better term, these different kind of families that are more or less at an impasse because the emperor is too young to rule, so they're all kind of vying for power. So that's real interesting, and I can't imagine how this is going to play out. But I mean, what haven't they nailed on this first episode? The casting, the settings, the effects. I mean, first off, you're having what I'll call a network show, and you're doing these huge water scenes with a ship, which that's never easy to do. I don't care, if you're adding CGI, there's a lot of practical stuff in there that they were doing. So huge shout out to everybody working on the effects and the costumes, and all that is just incredible. The way they're telling the story, the way that everyone is speaking, it's not overwhelming to the point where you feel like all you're doing is reading subtitles. They're keeping things very concise, and everything has meaning, so there's not a lot of wasted words, so you get the point right away. And I like how we're seeing so many things through John's eyes, and that, we're just kind of learning about this as he is. And the big surprise for me was the gentleman, the Portuguese guy who kind of came in and was, okay, this is kind of how it's going on. I'll teach you the ropes a little bit here, but who knows how it's going to end up, because he's not exactly friendly to him, but at least...
Spaniard.
Yeah, or the Spaniard. Yeah, at least it gave him a little bit of insight as to what was going on so he wouldn't get thrown in a boiling pot or something. The show has just had some incredible violence off the bat, some very graphic things, but again, clearly I don't think it's going to rely on that. I think this is going to be hugely story driven, and to all of you out there who have probably already seen the whole thing already, I guess there's a reason why the ratings for this thing are through the roof, and it does phenomenally on whatever website you want to look at. So like I said, I'm all in on this. I'm blown away. FX did it again. They always get bangers, but I don't recall another show, and I know I might have said this before with some other stuff we've been doing, but I don't recall a show that sucked me in this quick, this early on, that I'm so into it. Awesome.
Yeah, this is, I mean, other than what, The Last Samurai, like, have we really done anything quite like this? I mean, I know we've done like period pieces like Game of Thrones,
House of Dragon,
House of Dragon and stuff like that, but now we're venturing into this, and I like how they're doing it where like they don't all can speak the same language, and they can all just they're going to where John, like, because that was my first thing, is like, how is he going to be able to communicate with any of them? But then you had some, like the priests that learned Christianity, so they learned some Portuguese in this case, and like, so I thought that was just an interesting how they did that, which was smart, because then you had that first priest being like, nope, pirate, get rid of him, and he's like, no, I'm not. And then of course the pirate's gonna like, nope, he's evil, he's saying bad, mean things, obviously, and it was good on the
priest,
the Lord, right?
Yeah.
He was able to like kind of see through that, I think, and be like, just take care of the one of the other ones. But what I like they also showed was the honor, and for John, right away he saw his captain of his ship, essentially take his own, and then he was gonna see the Lord almost take himself out because he wanted to stop fighting and stuff like that. But the Spaniard had a good saying with saying that he's like, well, then he gets to choose his own destiny, his own fate, so to speak. So yeah, this has really set the groundwork for a great series. I mean, I'm really sucked in. I love that there is an heir that can take over all of them, but it's too young yet to take over. So that's like kind of a neat concept, because like instead of thrusting him in, they're like, no, they have to get of age. But we could almost have a war at first before any of that happens. And then obviously Hiroyuki Sanada, if I'm saying that right, just great in his role. I want to see more of him, but they're giving it to me perfect at a time. So I just love him as an actor, so that's why. And I really do like Cosmo Jarvis as John. I don't know what we've seen him in before. He does somewhat look familiar, but so far he's crushing it too. So I'm really, really liking the show so far.
Yeah, Hiroyuki Sanada is just an absolute legend of an actor, and I think I'd seen some sort of post or something with his face on it. I mean, he's one of those. He's another one of those actors, and we list a handful off here on this channel. Your Tom Hanks, your Leonardo DiCaprio's, your Denzel Washingtons, and when they're in this movie, you're pretty much guaranteed you're getting something good. The type of actor that don't agree to things unless they're of high quality, especially when it's something that's in a dramatic fashion. Of course, he's done some fun pieces.
Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, he's done some fun pieces where it's like, okay, this is a little more action adventure, but when he's in a drama, that drama is going to be a banger, and this one absolutely was. And I found it fascinating. I think it's very interesting when you look back at travel routes and trade routes and stuff, and especially in this time period, and how difficult it was sailing from Western Europe over to Eastern Asia. That alone was crazy. Of course, it said we left with 5 ships. We have one that's barely in order.
It was a little rickety.
You know what I found to be really, really interesting? They started with the captain of the ship, the pirate ship, the merchant ship, opting out, and it was looked at as a coward's way out. That's the cultural thing. But at the end of the day, he was choosing his fate. He said he didn't want to sail on anymore. He was choosing his fate. And in Western culture, that was looked at, one, as if you're religious, as a sin, but also like kind of as a cowardly act. And what a cultural shift for that moment in somebody's life, where when the Kashigi Yabushigi, the gentleman who had went down the cliff, when he was going to take himself out, it was looked as an honorable thing. And of course, our Portuguese guy or Spanish guy was saying, what better way? He gets to choose his fate. He gets to go the honorable way. And it's interesting, and it speaks volumes about cultural beliefs and how people view certain things like that, and it's interesting when you look at European civilization in the 16th civilization, but culture in the 1600s. You had your monarchies, right? And kings were looked at as obviously the high command, whatever you want to call it. But there's such a different attitude in Eastern Asia towards their emperors. Like their emperors in Eastern Asia were revered. I think they were feared, but revered in a manner that is so vastly far and above how people, at least from my understanding, looked at monarchy in Europe. You know, the monarchy was kind of the people holding down the peasants, and people are kind of obsessed with them, whereas the emperors, like everybody was just enamored with them. And I think they did a great job of telling, you know, a story of vastly different cultures. And I just can't say enough about this. I mean, I know we're only one episode in, and there's so much story yet to be told. We have a couple different storylines going on, but they merged them very, very quickly. So we know that Yoshi is, you know, he's in a tough spot. You know, obviously there's a power grab, and you know, we had our story with John kind of beginning, and they were in two separate places, but they're merging very quickly. I mean, it took one episode to kind of drive these storylines together. So I'm not sure if we're going to get multiple storylines in this show, or if it's kind of just going to take a singular focus. But what an absolute we're one episode in, and it's a masterpiece. I mean, the visuals, the sets, the acting, the casting, everything. And I don't know this Cosmo Jarvis. I agree with the answer. It looks like he might be familiar from some stuff, but what a brilliant performance by him too. A newcomer for me, so I'm hooked.
Yeah, what a good first episode here. They definitely went hard. Well, enough, I'll say, on the kid. I assume we saw the end there, because they faked me out at least twice of where I thought it was just we're setting it up, but we're not going to show you. Then it kind of happened again where we're setting it up, but we're not going to show you. So I assume we can say that the poor child's gone. Maybe, I don't know. That was just wild right away in this whole series. A lot of things happened in here. Wasn't expecting dude to lose a head right away. Wasn't expecting a dude to get boiled. Wasn't expecting some other things in here, but it was welcomed for story purposes. I felt like it got its point across. These guys, Kashiji, I think he is you've already seen this, but from my perspective, I've only seen one episode. I think he's our big bad coming in, but he's an interesting antagonist so far. I can't wait to learn more about his motivations besides watching one die and taking great pleasure in how they don't enunciate, if I remember correctly. So there's more layers to that dude. And then, of course, the weird threesome. Still need to understand. I didn't expect that right away. It just came out of left field for me. I guess I wasn't expecting her and dude right away to kind of do that menage a trois kind of thing.
I don't even know if he joined in.
Well, he didn't. He was watching.
Yeah, it was more of a
sit and watch and enjoy
than an actual technical threesome.
Do what you need to do. But wasn't expecting that. You know. This whole, you know, and Tada Marikio, I'm butchering names here, but Anna, she plays that character. Her character of showing the strength to tell everyone and even the mom about the baby, like basically, you know, whatever she said, right? You guys saw that. To demonstrate the strength to even do that with a straight face and then tell all the guards, she's the last one touching the baby. And then we get the moment of her kind of doing like a little bit of a prayer, a little bit. So I thought that was pretty impactful right away for her character. That's how we get introduced to her right away, where, you know, get in that scenario. So again, kudos to the writing on here. And there was a lot more in here. I agree with the guys here. Cosmo Jarvis, never heard of him. Dude should be voice acting for some of these high-powered DreamWorks films, whatever, because he has a voice that just soothes the soul. So it's very interesting. I guess when I saw him, I wasn't expecting that to come out. So dude can make probably just a ton of money off his voice. So again, props to the first episode. I'm really intrigued to see the second episode, and I thought there was only 8, but we got 10 episodes. So
boom.
I am intrigued to see what is going to happen here. And also, I'm kind of curious, without spoilers, of what you guys thought about this. Because if I saw the credits right, based on a novel. So if there's anyone who read the novel, if you made it through the series, which I assume you did, or if there's still one or two left, or wherever we're at on this, let me know what you think, because I'm kind of curious to see, without spoilers, are we following the book? Are we doing enough to be like, hey, bravo to the book, or were we just veered off and took some parts from the book? So,
well, there was two things that I found fascinating. One, to kind of piggyback off your question, Diamond Dave, mine was, how many minutes in did it take you out there watching to be completely hooked on this show? Because it was definitely minutes. And then two, the other thing I found fascinating that I think if you're just taking it at face value, you might kind of brush it off. But Anna, she knew what he liked in terms of Kashigi's character. So that tells me that the women in this series are going to kind of know a lot of what's going on behind the scenes, and they're a lot more in tune to what's happening than what I think the emperors or generals or whoever they are believing. Because
you're saying Anna with the threesome?
Yeah, because she knew
that's
what
a different.
That's a different.
Oh, that's a different. Okay, but anyways, I think that's where they're going because, well, in addition, Anna's character also knew a lot of backstory about what was going on. So I just think they're kind of portraying that as like, yeah, we know what's going on behind the scenes, and I wonder if there's going to be any like subtle manipulation there, a la Game of Thrones or House of Dragon a little bit, but an absolute banger of an episode.
Yeah, well, I think part of that is just, you know, it's interesting with that culture. You see so much power and like that, you know, I'm your husband, you know, like that sort of dynamic. But you never want to underplay how powerful and how influential those women could be in those roles as well. And I think we see that with Anna and Tora and Yoshi at the end there, talking about, you know, kind of an alliance. Yeah, this an incredibly dynamic show, and we're one episode. Are we 8 or 10 episodes in this season? Or
I think 10. Yeah,
I think 10.
So
yeah.
It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, this is
fire up the next one.
Look at that. The first episode really sucked us in, so that's awesome. So for Diamond Dave, Appleton Oak, that's Mason Quinn. I'm of course Answer. We'll catch you on the next one, pals.